Welcome everyone to this frequency shift demo session, and it's a pleasure for me to be here with you, the ones connected live, and as well the ones that will listen this after in a recording. So the frequency shift demo session is an invitation that if I can take this expression from Dr. Joe Dispenza, no? If we are unaware that there are other possibilities, we will make the same choices all the time. And why I'm sharing this is because I had the fortune to be aware about other possibilities that I have been incorporating in my life, and then has made me make different choices at what I have done in the past. So in that context, just as a matter of introduction, what I would like to share with everyone and tune everyone in is with the fact that high science has proved that the universe and everything in the universe is made up of pure energy. And we can go deep in this idea, but basically we are all different energies vibrating, or we are all energy that we are vibrating in different frequencies, and depending on that level of vibration, things can be more tangible to our regular sense or less tangible to our regular sense. But that doesn't mean that that energy is not surrounding us. This is something that is not new. And if we see the history of the natural medicine, well, we can see that there has been many disciplines that have worked or are working with, the different energy points of our bodies, right? So then there is the acupuncture that has more than 3,000 years been practices. Homeopathy, more than 300 years. And by the way, I'm a 45 years human being that has been always treated by homeopathy, 2 times in a hospital, just delivering babies in natural in natural births. 125 years ago, electrotherapy as well. And that was, there are even in the internet some pictures of, this balance that you have, that you can find in the pharmacies. But then instead of balance were kind of like machines where you can get just an electroshock in the pharmacy some years ago. Many things has happened, I would say, and reality is that a lot of scientists are proving and are working in the future of medicines being the future of the frequencies. And among that, it is Dr. Joe Dispenza, but also Bruce Lipton, as father of the epigenetics, has also worked around that concept. In that sense, then we said, but what are the frequencies, no? And the frequencies are just the language of the universe, right? Is the way that the universe connect to all the different things and different matters, and it speaks to our bioenergetic field, to our information field, and by default to all our cells. Is a key that can unlock connections and functions in the body, mind, and spirit. And it's curious because I was in my happiness studies certification. Actually, during this week, we are exploring the physical element of the well-being and how you cannot. And the first lecture is about how you cannot have a binary approach when it comes to body and mind, and whether you have to better see themselves as a whole, to being able to understand our physical reactions also coming from what is coming from our mind and spirit. During the last years, frequencies applications has been developed, and there has been a lot of research, professionals, quantum physics, engineers, and scientists behind on developing, devices and applications that can work with frequencies for us. And it's there where one of those innovations has been the Healy. That is what we will be looking today and to explore and get to know a little bit more. The Healy has been created by Markus Schmicke, that is a scientific, that it is German. He has been a monk for almost 12 years, and he decided with all his knowledge to bring to leverage on the science to bring together the science and the spiritual part of all his knowledge. He creates first the time waiver, though the time waiver is a much bigger machine that is used by practitioners. It is accessible to specific people that needs to be trained in the way that could be used. And I would say regular users will need to know somebody that is a time waiver practitioner to then receive the benefits of frequency therapy. Though in all that journey, he said, well, but I am really looking for ways that this can be reaching out, many more people. And then he created this pocket-sized support that is portable, that is powerful, and making you, be in a better holistic health level at any time and anywhere. So it's an innovative German wearable design that helps you to restore balance, boost vitality, and support your holistic health at a specific frequency level. It does have programs for many different things. There is this expression in our community in which we said it's kind of like you are carrying over all your holistic practitioners, in the palm of your hand, because this is the size of a Healy, right? And there is rare to see that there could be, for any situation that you could be going through in your life, there is a Healy program that definitely can support you. It covers topics from physical, mental, emotional, meridians, chakras, learning, beauty, fitness, abundance, connections, relationships, and productivity as well. So it is super fun, super exciting, and super interesting. I've been leveraging on Healy for the almost last 3 years, and the benefits we have received in our life has been amazing. But how does that Healy works? It basically deliver to you individualized microcurrent frequencies, and the way that it does is that he connects with your bioenergetic field and analyze what are the frequencies that you need in that moment, and then it provides you through the apps which are going to be those programs that your bioenergetic field is resonating the most with. But let's stop there just for a second, just to understand what is the bioenergetic field, right? And the bioenergetic field understood as this bubble that surrounds us, that contains not just our physical body, but also contains our thoughts, our traumas, our dreams, our aspirations. So it is full of information, and information is frequencies as well, right? That impact that bioenergetic field. Emotions have also their own frequencies. So I always said we need to be super careful about what are in which level are vibrating our emotions and our thoughts, and how that is impacting our bodies and our well-being overall. Which are the different application modes that we have for the Healy? So this is the Healy, the one that I have been showing before. As you see, is the size of my palm. It just have different ways to be applied. You just need the app in your phone, and we will cover that just right now that I will start sharing my screen. But before that, you can apply the Healy with your bracelets and electrodes. That is this way that is being shown here in the top right. You can apply as well the Healy, depending on the programs, with the adhesives, and the electrodes, okay? And there are specific programs to use that. You can apply the Healy or use the Healy with the coil. That I always describe the coil kind of like the router, right? Why? Because it helps me to apply all the programs without the cables. So it is my Wi-Fi mode of applying the individualized microcurrent frequency. And then the most recent one is the Healy High Wave. That is this bracelet that is kind of like, imagine mixing the Healy coil, because it is kind of like wireless, you don't need the cords, but at the same time it just have these plugs that allows us to apply the programs like if we were using the electrodes. So in a nutshell, 4 ways to apply the programs. One is with the bracelets, another one is with the adhesives and electrodes. That for that are specific programs that use that, and the app will indicate that to you. Healy coiled as add-in that helps me to be wireless, and then as well the Healy High Wave. So we will be exploring some of them today and how that works. When we finish that part of the application and seeing in the screen, what we will understand is how Marco Schmicki, the creator of the Healy, has used so wisely this set from Nikola Tesla, that if you want to find the secrets of the universe, or if you want to talk the language of the universe, you need to think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, because across each of the different ways that you can apply the Healy programs to you, you will understand the energy, frequency, and vibration aspect. Okay, so with that, what I will do now is start jumping into sharing my cell phone screen. So here I'm presenting, and I will stop presenting, and I will allow the other Delia, that is me, as well, in this call to then share. Where is it? Share the screen here. There it is. So what do you need to start using your Healy? Of course, you need the Healy, right? And besides that, you need these 3 apps that you have in the screen. You need the Healy 2, that is the pink app. That's the way that we refer to that, the pink app. We need the Heal Advisor Analyzer, that is the blue one. And we can also use the Heal Advisor that I will show you how to use each of them. Let me just try to put this a little bit bigger for me to see exactly there. Okay, so good. Pink app. Let's start with the Pink app. After you download the Pink app, what the Pink app will ask you is to connect. Let's see, it's connecting with other device. Is connect with Bluetooth to the device. Let me just switch off and connect with the Healy. So it search from for your device. Let me see if it is that I have it open. No. Good, of course. This is what's happened when it's live. We'll check again. Search. There is. So when it's speaking like that, it's connecting to the Healy. Good. And then it will show you all the different programs that your Healy have. Okay. If you see here, it comes goal cycle, local stimulation, learning, fitness, job, mental, beauty, bioenergetic 2 meridians. And here's where some people say, wait, I don't have all those programs. Or yes, I do have all of them and more. So the Healy is composed for 2 things: the hardware, that is the device, and the software. The hardware is always the same, and there are different editions of the software. So when you buy different editions of the software. There is also one additional device that is black, that is called the Obsidian, that then it does have all the programs that Healy has created ever included in that device. And I think that's the case of some of the participants that do have the Black Obsidian device. How does that work regardless of, how do I activate a program in the Healy? So when you go, you just need to select, after connecting in the Pink app, you just go to one of the programs, or you select one of the devices, the group of programs here, and then you see internally the different programs that group has. No, I selected goal cycle, and then in the goal cycle you have 7 different programs. By the way, the recommendation is that anyone with a new Healy should go through all the programs of the goal cycle at first to detox and prepare your body to receive the frequencies. Okay. And as soon as you select one of the programs, let's take that I will select Pure, then it says, okay, you see, since I put it to charger, then it says it's not possible to transmit because you are charging the device. Though, what I do is, now it goes, right? So what it says here, and let me just move this. I don't know if I can close this. That way. Amazing. So as you see, in the anytime that you select a program, it tells you in a picture what is the recommendation way that you need to apply the program. Okay. That then this one, it could be with the cords and the bracelets. It tells you the amount of time that program will take in delivering. it recommends you the frequency in which you can apply the program. And then it specifies at the end if those programs can be used as well with the Healy coil or with the Healy high wave. Okay, it always show you that for every single program. So then as soon as you do a start, of course, it's bringing me to low battery. I'm gonna need to call, because otherwise I'm gonna continue. Linda, give me just 1 second that I will screen from my other Healy.
Sure. Can't hear you.
Let me check now.
Now you're good.
Perfect. So I will switch. You see, I was connecting with this device. It says it does have 2% battery. So I just need to disconnect him from here and then connect with my next one. Good. So I was in the gold cycle, right? I select the pure. I saw which are the recommendations, and then I click start. As soon as it click start, then it transmits the program to the device. It takes the time to transmit the program to the device. And as soon as it's done, then it shows you that it's ready to go. I show you now. Good. There you see the new screen. Good. So what it says right now is that the frequency is generated, but then there is no measure that the current is passing, right? Why is telling you that? Because I have the Healy alone. I haven't connected the cords, neither the Healy high wave nor the coil, okay? So if I connect immediately here the coil, you will see the difference. It immediately starts to pass the frequency, and then it shows you that the wave is passing, right? It also shows you in the bottom of the screen the 1%, right? And that percentage is the level of the frequency that you can always increase in the plus button or decrease in the -1, okay? And that way you are applying then the frequency. What you could see in the screen while this is happening. You see the name of the program on the top, right? It says pure. It says the symbol of the program, but it also has a numbers in hertz. You will see that that number changes every 10 seconds. And what it changed is because it is reading your bioenergetic field and adjusting every 10 seconds to what your field is telling the device that needs. This is the reason why we said at the beginning is individualized microcurrent frequency. Because I could be passing this program to me, right? The same pure program, and somebody else can be passing the same pure program, and the frequencies that you see there are going to be different because what I need from the pure program is different of what you need from the pure program. Okay, what else it show you? It show you the minutes that the program is passing, and it goes in reverse count, right? And it shows you a button to decrease the frequency, increase the frequency, to pause the frequency, and in the bottom the percentage that you have the frequency vibrating. With the coil, the recommendation is to go to 100%. Okay, and why? Because with the coil you are impacting all your bioenergetic field. With the high wave, the recommendation is to go between 40 and 60. I will show you now what is the difference when then it goes to the cords, right? And for that, I will push, I pressed pause there, and then I'm connecting my cords to the device here in the same space where I connect the coil. I plug my bracelets on. Where's my bracelet? Here. The recommendation is always to put the bracelets and then pointing here the wrist, the bottom of the wrist or the top of the wrist. And you connect the electrodes then here to the pins you have, right? I'll show you the difference now. Why? Because, okay. What you see here, the recommendation when using the electrodes is that you could go up to 45, 65 maximum. And there are moments in which you'll see that it says, again, the frequency generated is not flowing, right? It's normal that that happens. Why? Because with the electrodes, we require a lot of water. Well, in general, but with the electrodes, we require to drink a lot of water. And the recommendation is you drink water before you start the session, you drink water when you finish the session, and you try to do some grounding exercise just after you finish to ensure that whatever electricity or frequency that is flowing around your body can be released with grounding. Okay, grounding like walking, you know, with your barefoot or in the grass, hugging a tree, whatever form of grounding you prefer. What's the difference between applying it with the coil or the the bracelets? That here you are impacting directly the cells. It's not impacting only the bioenergetic field. Here you are charging your cells. So that's the way that we use the Pink app. What we need to make sure is that you select the right program, and then we will enter to understand and what's the right program. But that's for the other apps. We will cover those there. So then, what else we have? You have then in this app all the different programs that you can apply and the ones you can choose. I covered with you before that the Healy can deliver the frequencies through the cords, through the highway, through the coil, but also I mentioned to you through the adhesives with the cords, right? Where those programs are normally in these ones of local stimulation, there is a full graph that explains what is this 1, 2, 3, because it's not so obvious. But let's assume the second one is back pain, right? And in those ones, all the local stimulations ones, then you see that what it indicates is that you can apply them with the adhesives. So you put the adhesives with the electrodes in the part that is indicating, and then those programs are less minutes, it's 20 minutes, okay? And you see that here, it doesn't say that you can apply this program with electrodes or with high wave, right? It says specifically is with the adhesives and the cords. How do I know? Every time that you select one, let's assume in this of the learning memory, it indicates to you cords, high wave, or coil, right? Whether if I go to anything that says acute, let's assume this stress acute, it is showing you then that the application is going to be with the electrodes and the adhesives in the place where you have, well, in this one, it indicates here in the neck. And I can tell you, you feel the wrinkles there. Yeah, definitely. What's the other indication I would give to you is for those that have the high wave, you have as part of the Pink app as well enabled the Mind Wave and the Self Wave group of programs. And in this Mind Wave group of programs, let's assume that I will share that I want to apply as of now active attention for me to deliver this session. You see that it indicates as well that can be delivered with the high wave, that it is there in the picture, and it doesn't tell you that it can be applied with any other way of delivering the frequencies. Okay, the mind wave and the mind wave and self wave are exclusively designed for the high wave application. So in conclusion, in the Pink app, you will always find all the programs that you want to apply to you, okay, or to any of your clients that are longer applications than 20 minutes. All the applications can vary from 20 minutes, and there are programs of 90 minutes, 60 minutes, 52, so it depends. And it requires then that you deliver that program with your any of the add-ins, being the cords, being the coil, or the high wave, or the adhesives with the cords. That's when it comes to the Pink app. What other information you have in the Pink app? You have the info center in the bottom. It's the third one from left to right in the bottom, info center. In this info center, you have all the news that Healy released. You have access to the Healy Academy, where you have many materials for you to study and the applications of frequencies and the programs, etc. You have the guide, and this guide basically is the most updated, information about the Healy that you can find. Is the corporate document. It does have all the releases, all the preventions, and then it explains to you each of the programs, what is the function of each of the programs and the time that each of them operates, and the recommendation of application. You also have instructions for use and the help center in case you have any problem with the device or any questions. You can always go to the help center and trigger either a question, and then it will give you all the potential questions, the regular ones already covered there, or otherwise you can open a specific ticket for your question. So this is our beautiful app, pink app. You can always change the language of your Healy and enable document notifications or turn off the sounds. The language for me is useful because I have clients that speaks Portuguese or speaks Spanish or speaks English. I can always run the analysis in one specific language and then just change the language and deliver the report to the other person in the language they speak. So it is very convenient for me. So that's it when it comes to the Healy Pink app. But then there is the question, okay, and how do I know what program I should apply? And for that, you have two options. The first one that I will cover is the Healy Advisor app. This app is the Wave app. I call you always the Wave app. That is the white with the waves in the right side. This Healy Advisor is magical because, well, I would say is powerful because it contains in the app the recommendation of apps of frequencies from all the practitioners of Healy and Time Waver, and all the recommendations of programs. How do I use it? I normally use it in the, you see in the bottom of in the middle of the bottom bar, there is one that says share, search. In that search, you basically, what you will find here is a search button in which you can type whatever symptom, whatever. I even sometimes found, I don't know, I paste the name of a bacteria that I know it is present in somebody. But let's assume that is, I don't know, headache. Huh? So you, you just start putting the name, and then it opens to you. At least here you have 4 different programs or 4 different recommendations. If I get one of those, let's assume that I choose head harmony. Okay, if I choose head harmony, then it is showing me 2 specific programs in 2 specific places that I can use for that headache. Head harmony in the bioenergetic harmony 2, or head harmony in the digital nutrition mixtures. Okay, we can, I don't know, put back pain, for instance, and then it shows you relief 4, harmony ears, harmony teeth, mobility 24. So let's assume I choose relief 4, and then it shows me all the different programs I could use for that. And depending on what is the case of you or your patient, you can understand, okay, whether you will use the release of the goal cycle, or the classical physical of the power of 3, or the flexibility on the bioenergetic harmony 1, for instance, right? So that's one way we can find, well, how do I decide which program I should apply to myself? So you go here, you type the symptom or any descriptor, and then you follow one of the protocols in choosing which programs apply. Always the recommendation is that you need to apply one program at least for 3 days to start seeing the effects. I can tell you that sometimes you just start passing it 10 minutes, 15 minutes, especially the ones of that you use with the adhesives, and you start feeling the difference in minutes. Huh? But well, and that's the way that then we can use this app, that is the app, the Healy Advisor app, the one of the ways. There is another way, and that other way is with the blue app, that is the Healy Heal Advisor Analyze. And let me do something here, because otherwise this is not coherent. It's in Spanish. You will see how easy it is to change the language. Okay, so it is connected to my device. Let me just change idioma, English, language, done. Now it's in English. That was what it takes. So in this analyzer, what the Healy will do, or the power that you can leverage from here, is the Healy can connect to your bioenergetic field in that moment and show you which are the programs that are more relevant for you at that moment. How do I normally do this? And I do this on a weekly basis, by the way, is that you go here at the resonance part in the top. You see that you have resonance. You say, which of the two? Because one has a square, the other one has a circle. The resonance in the top is for the Healy. The resonance in the bottom is for the McHealy, right? So I go here, I open with the cross, and then it opens all the different programs. What I normally do is that I said, connect to all the Healy programs, that it was the one in the top, connect with the 28 programs I have here, and then do an analysis of what is that I need at this moment. It's important that when we do this, we are super focused. We put the intention on, the field as well, saying, show me what I need, right? And then if you see, it says you need skin programs, you need chakra programs, mind wave programs, and well-being programs. And then what I normally do, and I will do this here just once for the sake of time, is that I go and I say, okay, do I need skin programs? But which one? So then I open again the skin, the old program, or the resonance. I look for the skin programs here, and it says, okay, there are 5 programs. That's the number that is next. No, there are 5 programs. Which of them I need? Which is the one I need? And then I start analyzing. It's kind of doing a soup scan, right? You do one scan for all the programs, and then you go to those programs that resonates the most with you, and then you go and do a soup scan of those, and that will show you the 5 programs that you must need from there. And you can then choose to apply those programs with the pink app that we just saw, or you can choose to vibrate that frequency to your bioenergetic field, and then leverage the blue app and saying, I will select 38 seconds of these programs informing my bioenergetic field. And then you select the time. I put the 38 seconds. We start, and then it starts delivering for me that information. That's the way that the overall blue app works. And let me tell you that this is an app in which you can even leverage on sending frequencies by distance. You don't need to have the patient or the person that will receive the frequency next to you. And I have applied that with my parents, that they live one ocean apart from me. That's the way that I can support them the best from the distance. How you do that? You do that if you see in the bottom of the bar, you have the clients option, and then what you need is to create a client in your in your database. You need to capture the energy of that client. It basically, the app drives you through all the process, and as soon as you capture that energy, and that person gives you the permission for you to get into his field or her field, then you can capture that energy and also send frequencies to them. What are the different options that you have in this blue app? You have the way to understand which programs from the Healy to apply, which programs from the Healy as well I can apply. And you also have the resonance, that basically in the resonance, you have different other holistic medicines that you can explore. The Bosch flowers, the Bach flowers, the creative homeopathy, the Schuller salts. So for all of that, you can as well run a resonance and then send to you the frequencies. And you also have the aura and the coach. And in the aura, basically what you do is that you scan and how is your aura in the moment, and which are the different chakras that needs to some support. And it helps you to then vibrate and inform your bioenergetic field as well in that way. So when I was, the intention on the session is not to necessarily go through a full explanation of how everything operates, though for me the most important is that you understand that in the app, pink app, you make treatments for people that are next to you and that you can apply those longer sessions. In the blue app, you basically, what you're leveraging is in the power of doing some analysis on you to understand which are the programs that you can use. And you can also vibrate those frequencies to inform your bioenergetic field. You have the aura option in the blue app and the coach as well as an amplifier of any manifestation that we can explore more in different sessions. And you see here that there is also kind of like the meridians, that is a specific program for the Mac Healy. The business suite, that is also a specific programs that are coming. I think those are being sold apart. I'm not sure if for the Obsidian are included fully. And then I also have here the essential oils. That is one that I'm leveraging at this moment. So basically what I'm doing there is using the frequencies of equivalent essential oils to inform my bioenergetic field. With the Mac Healy, though, quickly to go there, the Mac Healy is the biggest one, right? When we say big, both of them are still portable, right? Check out the sizes. So you can carry over with them wherever you go. But Mac Healy is used more for environments, and it does have some specific programs that are basically for the body as well. And again, it will indicate to you specifically when how they need to be applied. So yeah, normally when you have many devices, yes, it opens like this. And what you need is to find what is the code of your device, that in my case is the D4. So I connect with the device. It shows you with the lights that is connecting. And this is everything in the pink app, and basically it shows you which are the different programs that you have. You have classic programs that are for the cell, for regeneration, vitality, head, joints, tiredness, sleep. You also have for balance the body, for energy circulation, to impact your mood. Air, that is for grounding, spheric pressure, sound of silence. And then you also have the atmosphere programs. This is one that you can put around you. All these programs has 3 square meters impact. So for a study, creativity, office, I can tell you that whenever I'm there, kind of like hesitating if I start with something or not, I put creativity or office, and I immediately, kick out my energy. Workout, family harmony, eating, pantry, coherence. I use it a lot as well. Relaxation, sleep, chakra balancing. And again, these are, you leave the device in an space, and then it starts then to inform with frequencies. You can also inform your water, and basically the way that you do it, I use a lot the Vagus harmony, the way it indicates to you how to use it. You see, so you put the Healy in the top of your jar for 10 minutes, and then you inform your water that way. If you choose one of the environment, let's assume that I will choose coherence as well. It shows you, okay, you put it there in one specific place, and it activates. And then you have the ones of depending of the version as well, because Healy operates the same way. Depending on the version, you have the harmony, the Macking programs, the Doc Macking programs, and then those you have applications more for your body. And again, if you choose neck, for instance, it shows you where you need to put the device, right? 43 minutes with the device in your neck. Or if you choose join, then it shows you in which are the different places that you can leave the device. So basically, quite intuitive in terms of user friendly, as soon as you know that the two devices are talking each other, right? Digestion, for instance, then it shows you that can be applied in your belly. And this is the menses one, is one used often here in my house. And it shows you 29 minutes in your belly. And I can tell you it does work in terms of calming those monthly moments of any lady around. So that's basically when it comes to the Healy, all the applications, different applications that you have. And I would say that, let me stop sharing here. What I would like to share just quickly before we pass to questions here, I'm coming back to my window. Yes. And I'm coming back to Nikola Tesla inspiration for these guys, no? If you want to find the secrets of the universe, or if you want to understand the language of the universe, you can think, and in this way, I will change it. No, you can inform and talk to your body, understanding that is energy and frequencies. In terms of energy, when you apply then the frequencies directly with your chords or with the adhesive frequencies, or with a high wave as well. Frequencies when you apply it with the coil, because then it's informing your bioenergetic field, or vibration, that is when you are leveraging the blue app to use scalar waves to inform your bioenergetic field. Okay. In this case, my next invitation is for anyone who is interested to shift their frequencies, to connect with the person that invite you to this session. If